what in the Diddy's party is going on here? We went from Brokeback Mountain to Brokeback Samurai. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would have told me in 2007 that in almost 20 years later we'd have Yasuke making out with Liu Kang, I wouldn't believe you. Because apparently the quote, "once you go black, you never go back," came from feudal Japan. You know, this feels like a South Park episode. If only we had Cartman's thoughts on this. Hit the like button, ladies and gents. You've been really good with the likes. Let's keep going. Now, you can have realism or you can have wokeism. You can't have both. And Ubisoft went with the woke route. They decided to make an AC game set in Japan, and it has to just be during the biggest Western developer brain rot era of all time. I can't believe I need to say this, but nobody has an issue with gay characters. Nobody has an issue with black characters. These people exist in real life. It always comes down to the execution and how it's done. And in the wrong hands, it can be a catastrophe like we have here today. Congratulations, Ubisoft. You literally called the Emperor of Japan's great-great-great-grandmother a literal whore. You know, even for me, someone who has a sick sense of humor, they crossed the line big time. I am going to play a few clips because I can't do it justice by describing this. But you, my friend, who is watching this right now, you're going to watch the entire thing because you are going to try to not get a stroke from cringe. The entire thing from start to finish you need to watch, otherwise anything I'm saying after this won't make sense. Roll the clips.
My Lord Nobunaga, he would have been pleased for you to have it.
Am I worthy of such a treasure?
Allow me to look into your eyes and see into your heart. You are more than worthy. And this moment we have shared will be my treasure to keep.
Here we are, alone at last. Yet I don't know what to say.
I do. Someone once said it like this. You are a daimyo's daughter, and I am just a samurai.
Not just. Never just.
Lady Oishi, I have learned something in my battles. Time is a veil. Tomorrow is an illusion.
And all we have left is here and now.
Lust is a journey of 1,000 steps that begins with a kiss.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
Mushrooms. The smell of dirt, grass, and rain.
Oh my God, that was so bad. The dialogue is so soy-based that it makes Dragon Age the Veilguard jealous. The voice acting is so bad that it sounds like some kind of redneck trying to speak Japanese or trying to sound Japanese. Anybody who's ever watched a guy named Theo Von, it sounds like Theo Von doing a parody of a Japanese person. Now, they turned the only black character in Japan into an ideal Tumblr fanfiction character. The really sad but funny thing about this whole thing is that the real Yasuke is despising this iteration. He's spinning around like Beyblade in his grave somewhere. There's nothing wrong, I'll say this again, about having a gay character in a video game. Life is Strange, the first game, did it perfectly. But the problem with this, folks, is that having a gay black samurai whose love interest is with a non-binary they-them set in 1600s Japan is literal insanity. He's looking directly into the camera as if to break the fourth wall. It's pretty much synonymous with Ubisoft sending a direct message direct to the audience for the purpose of virtue signaling. You know, the only thing that's funny about him looking like that is that he's looking in the camera saying, "You seriously bought this game?" Now, the problem here, folks, is that these are real important figures written in a way that disrespects and reduces their respective accomplishments made by a bunch of Frenchies, a group of foreigners, to that culture. They upgraded a real-life servant by the name of Yasuke to bang the leader's sister. Nobunaga's sister, the same woman who's known for being extremely honorable. Good God, Ubisoft. They treat the Nobunaga's family like a fictional family, like they don't exist. Mind you, their families still have descendants to this day. That is major disrespect, like I said, even for Ubisoft. The thing is, by all accounts, Yasuke was a very religious man. Portraying him as some dude that will sleep with guys, married women, the sister of the leader of the clan who he owed his life to, is absolutely out of this world. I mean, sleeping with the dude's sister is in breach of the bro code. Did you even think about the bro code, Ubisoft? Clearly not. See, the thing is, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, they can write a story like this. They are within their right, but that means anybody who's from that culture, that Japanese culture, anybody with an ounce of respect for their own stuff, to that culture will not like your game. Nobody's telling you, nobody's saying to ban Assassin's Creed Shadows. But what we are saying is that what a disrespectful piece of I will not buy it. Can we go back to Desmond and Ezio? I know it's over, but reboot the whole thing. We need a game like we used to have when we would go into the animus and into the life of our ancestors, finding the whole assassin versus Templar over the artifacts of power. Every iteration since those games was like adding or subtracting a chromosome. And as far as the actual game itself, apart from the controversy, it looks incredibly similar to Origins, to Odyssey, and even Valhalla, but with a new coat of paint. I have no interest in this game, and on that bombshell, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you agreeing with what I'm saying? Are you against what I'm saying? Let me know. I'll be looking at those very closely. PANICS out.